not getting no job. If you go get a job, they're going to take my Section 8. Then you won't be able to get no Section 8. You're not going to get no job. They're going to count your income against my Section 8 and my link card. You're not working. No. So I don't care what you got to say. I don't care how you feel. You're not working. You're not going to get a job. You're not going to school. You're not doing none of that shit.
But Ma, I'm saying how I'm supposed to be successful in life, Ma. So you basically telling me I gotta be broke to be successful. I gotta be broke so I can get Section 8.
You gotta be broke so the government can help you.
So the government can help me. So you telling me I can't work no job, bro? Like that's like all my friends got jobs and live in nice houses. So you telling me I got to go through the same thing you went through?
If you don't do any of that, they're going to take my Section 8.
How?
And I'm
won't
trying
they be
to
like?
tell you
Won't
that
they
you
be?
can go get yours at ease. You can go get
They will.
nice house.
No, they will look at that and be like, he's doing something and give me a bigger house, Ma. That's what you told me.
Where I'm gonna go? I don't have no job.
I can get off your Section 8 and apply for my own Section 8.
But if you do that, you're gonna have to go the hard way. It's gonna take a long.
So what? That's what I'm
Wait
saying.
a few months, get on Section 8, find you a nice apartment, go get you a link card. You will be fine. You don't have to sit up and work. You don't have to work no job. The government is.
You literally could go get a job and actually afford unsubsidized rent, not being subsidized by the taxpayer. You could go do that. You are literally choosing not to because you want to build your business. Why the are you allowed to leech off the taxpayer?
I'm not leeching off of anybody.
Yes,
and
you
I
are.
have tried.
Tried what?
My last job, I had a really bad situation
Tell.
where I was interviewing men in particular, and every time I got on the screen with them, they got their little willies out and started whacking him.
I'm not gonna have you translate that one. What's our plan? Putting 30 hours a week into education that we can't define or explain?
There is a plan.
Okay. Now it sounds like a presidential debate.
I'm trying.
What's your try?
I have plans on finding a job.
Follow financial clips for more.
How you doing? You live in Dotson?
No, my daughter.
Your daughter? Okay, we got an eviction today. Okay, how many people in here?
3.
Okay. Children?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you like 10 to 15 minutes. I got to come in and start taking pictures. Get the kids together. Did y'all know this was coming?
Yeah, but not this soon.
Yeah, I think it's been kind of a delay because the course have been real slow. But I'm gonna come in and take pictures, and then I'll bring the crew in. But I give you 10 to 15 minutes to start getting your personal stuff together and get the kids together before I bring them in. It don't look like y'all got a whole lot. Y'all man already been moving. Yeah.
Yeah, we was gonna move already.
Right.
Most of it we can really get houses because we really ain't got nothing.
Right. Okay. Well, I still have to bring the crew in, but what I'm gonna do I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more time to move some stuff on your own.
Okay.
But I still got to bring them in at a certain point.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and bring them in and start up here in the front. We got some bags too. Y'all need some bags.
Great day, everybody. Great day, great day, great day. Foggy again. Well, another conversation with me, Common Sense with Van. So I'm not going to say too much. I'm going to let the people speak for themselves. But I just don't understand when you get government help from Medicaid, food stamps. People abuse the food stamps. Some people are getting more than they should be getting. The people that work, that need it, can't get it. And those who really need it barely get anything. And those who don't need it, they get a lot. But I look at the Section 8 program, a supplement of the government helping you. And it's sad to see people getting evicted. Now, wait a second. If all you got to do is pay 30% of the rent and you living in a nice place, and we know some of these landlords boost the rent when they know they can get these vouchers. We can understand that. But how can you not pay your rent? Now, 30% of $1,000 is $300. You can't come up with $300 a month for rent. So I don't know what people talking about, well, all you gotta do is pay $30. No, that means your rent is only $100. Some of y'all can't count. Go back to school. But it's sad to sit up here, see these people that have Section 8, and when they come to evict them, they act like they don't know what's going on. They either pregnant again, got a bunch of kids, and there's always a fixture. There's always a fixture, a Pookie or a Ray Ray in the house, in the daytime, not working. And I think the government's saying, you know, when these people make videos, put them on TikTok, you know, I get this and I get that, and I ain't got to work for this and that, and then people report them, they get mad. I'm gonna say something. Responsibility is a very big word in a lot of people's life. Responsibility and common sense. The last thing you want to do is lose a roof over your head for them to come and put your stuff out on the front yard. And if you can't watch it, them vultures is going to come and get it. Or they come to get your stuff. That's just the way the world. But again, I'm looking at all these videos of people getting evicted, and I'm just talking about Section 8. Because we got other people that's being evicted because just not paying their rent. And there you go. You got a grown-ass man up there in the house, ass crack, walking around, and I can bet you they done abuse the food stamp system. Now, we're just not only talking about black people now. Minorities, those who receive the program, because you got a lot of white people that do the same shit. You got more white people on food stamps than you have blacks. Now, I don't know the percentage of the Section 8, but I know one damn thing. If I was getting Section 8, and all I had to do is pay $300, $400 a month, and the rent is $2,000 or $3,000, you better be damn sure that's gonna be the first thing to be paid. Shit, the lights might go out, but the roof over there, the roof will be working. There will be a roof working over my head. See, people trying to live beyond their means. You're getting supplements from the government. Now, you can go out and do side jobs to have extra income. Something, you can't report it because if you report it tax-wise, then they'll cut you off. But I'm just trying to say, that's just the way it is today in this world. Years ago, going back to when I was a little kid, my father worked, he didn't make a lot of money, but it was enough to take care of the family. My mother knew how to shop, and she knew how to cook and stretch that food. And you know, when I got a certain age and I wanted certain things, I wouldn't sold Sunday newspapers. It's like Sunday morning paper, get your paper. If I made 25 cents on any drop off of paper of a neighbor getting it in the projects, 21 floors. Nobody want to come out in the wintertime, 7 in the morning, go and get no Sunday newspaper on a Sunday morning. But I'm just going to get back to the story of before I came on, I showed you a little clips of some of the people that's getting evicted, and it's sad to me for the kids. Because they're innocent in all this. These little kids today are innocent in all of this. I feel, and this is the way I feel, if you're getting Section 8 and you have kids and you cannot pay the 30% that you're supposed to pay, and we have to evict you, then we need to also take your kids and put them into CPS or child protective custody or services until you can get on top of your foot. Because now that you're homeless, your child is homeless. Why should a child go through that? But you know what? You let those Pookies and the Ray Rays and the Amigos and all of them come in your crib and lay up there, or eat your food stamps. They don't do nothing and make you a baby. Oh, we got another baby on the way. Ooh, that's some more money. That's one thing I'm glad about this administration with Trump. And I'm quite sure Obama and Biden did some of the same thing, but I'm thinking Trump is a little more harder. And guess what? When I see people getting $3,000 and $4,000 in food stamps and all this shit, and they abuse the system, and then they get money on top of that, and then they get Section 8, and they get Medicaid, and all this, and I ain't working 15 years, there's something wrong. You got elderly people out here who are struggling. I'm hearing people talking about, oh, we were eating cat food. Hey, yo, you might as well just go get a can of tuna, because cat food costs more than tuna. Shit, we'll show you cat or dog food. If you take yourself down to that level, then you a waste of a human being. But see, all this coming together. Learn how to manage what you get. You get food stamps, you go shopping, you don't look at the prices, you just grab it. You just grab it. Because you know why you grab it? Because you're not paying for it. Same thing with Section 8. I've known people that was on Section 8 and they messed the Section 8 up. And let people move in there and listen, Section 8 is supposed to be something that you're supposed to be, it takes a while to get on. Then you're supposed to protect your name. You know, it's a supplement. But you know, I think I said enough. I'm not putting nobody down. This is just common sense with Van Sil. Why don't you check out some of the videos that I added? You know, leave your opinion, leave your comment, and you'll have a blessed day.
30 to 90 days, some of you will be shaken to the core and snap back into reality. What am I talking about? I'm talking about you are about to be paying rent like everybody else. If you are a lifelong recipient of Section 8, you will be shaken to the core. What is happening? The Trump administration is cracking down on every single one of you who are a lifelong recipient of this program. There are new directives now that not only sends guidelines on how recipients are receiving Section 8, they are telling you, you're about to start put pen on paper and send those application in, because in 30 to 90 days, you are going to have no more Section 8 and pay your rent like everybody else. So there's also new directives that the Public Housing Authority to provide within 30 days full accounting of their tenants, including proof of citizenship. Yes, that means no illegal aliens on Section 8. And let me tell you, that is the best news. I am all for people who are needing help, but these...
And you know, the crazy part about all this is that we live in a society today where Americans relied on government help. I mean, times change. You know, you had the elderly who barely are surviving, Medicaid, Medicare, Section 8, EBT, food stamps, you know, EBT card, food stamps, you know, United Healthcare, Humana, all these different agencies that are helping Americans. But what really bothers me is when people neglect or take advantage of the situation. You know, I feel that there used to be a time in this country where people were proud to work to live. Let me put it that way. I remember as a young kid growing up, my father worked, my mother took a part-time job. My father got hit by a truck. He had to be in the hospital for like 60 days. And my mother was able to get food stamps. Back then we had the coupons and the coins from the store. And I was embarrassed to go to the store with food stamps. You know, we got teased. You know, because people, you know, oh, you on food stamp, oh, you on welfare. And not all the time getting food stamps mean that you're on welfare. You just needed food. Been times I've been online in the supermarket. I grew up in the South Bronx called Fetco. And, you know, somebody that I knew got online behind me, and because I had the food stamps, I was like, oh, you can go ahead, don't worry. I act like I had to go and get something else, you know. But the mentality then was, embarrassing. We work for it, but they make it so easy today where people can get astronomical money. I'm saying, how the hell do they get all this money on food stamps? And they get money, and at the end, the tax season, they even get taxes. They're like, you don't even have a job. So just government waste and spending, because a lot of politicians, this is what happened. When they do these bills, they add stuff in there for the constituents and then they add stuff in for corporations, you know? That's the funny part. So they're getting welfare too, you know? And it gets put into these bills. And that's the problem going on right now with shutdown. I'm sitting outside here where I live at the Sand Trap. You know, the Democrats right now want the extension for the Affordable Care Act, which is Obamacare. Some people don't know the difference. Just like some people think they don't know the difference between EBT and food stamps. Now, if the Affordable Care Act don't get extended, there's going to be 20 to 30 million people who will be without health care, and then it's going to go up. But then the Republicans are saying, oh, well, you got 10 million immigrants that's on health care, which is not true. And see, this is the problem. We can see what's going on right now. We got a lot of problems. But getting back to Section 8, Section 8 is one of the supplements that the government give people. And if you can't come up with 30% of your rent, even if your rent is $800 and you can't come up with the 30%, or if your rent's $1,000, you can't come up with $300 to pay, and then you get evicted, something ain't right. And then the kids got to suffer. And that's not using your common sense. I believe if you can work and earn, get it. You got a lot of people that's working, and when they go shopping, they look at the price, they click coupons, they compare, because that's their hard-earned money. But I see people with the food stamps, boy, they just grab it, they just throw it in the shopping cart, because guess what? They didn't earn it. They didn't work it. They didn't work for it. And they want to complain. And this is the world we live in today. You know, a lot of people are not even thinking. A lot of these women out here having a bunch of kids because they know they was able to get more money, and they feel they don't have to work. Well, I guess this administration, at some point, they got some good things that they do. All, you know, and I don't care what and how I feel about what Trump is doing. I don't agree, but I definitely agree with how the manifestation of this whole Section 8 stuff and everything. Now, a lot of people think, oh, the food stamps is cut off. Oh, we're not going to ever get food stamps again. No, it's just a shutdown, and that's part of this bill. And the military can't accept private donations and private money. You know? So, at the end of the day, I feel for the families, I feel for those who are suffering, and they just go from Section 8 to food stamps. You know, always make sure your pantry is full with canned goods, stuff that you can make for the hard times, like having the rainy day. But check out some more of the people that's out here complaining. Those getting evicted. Sad. In this country, we have to do this. On that note, I'm gonna go enjoy my day, and I'll talk to you later.